Hey guys, welcome to Anxious Aunt Crimes. With Mother's Day approaching us, Marzi and I were just talking about, last year with Gypsy Rose and how she addressed her mother. And then this comment popped up on our Anxious Aunt YouTube account. And it said that, does Gypsy ever break down missing her mum, especially when pregnant? This is a question by Pat's Pajamas that I've often asked myself because we've never ever seen Gypsy break down, have we, Mars?
No.
Never.
Doesn't care.
No,
She's never cared. Short answer, no, we're never going to see her break down over her mother.
I don't
care.
I've never understood this because when I saw, and I know this is just a small thing, but to me this is a big ordeal, when I saw Gypsy have no care factor for Pixie, like she just up and left Pixie like it was no big deal.
She is a sweetheart and she's already spoiled rotten.
She bought this little puppy dog, gorgeous little puppy dog,
Yeah.
and she had no care factor for it. She just walked away like it was nothing.
Yeah.
Like it was just, just like getting a Vegemite sandwich, like absolutely nothing, And then she rubbished Ryan in the comments because of this and said, oh, let's tell the truth, Ryan. You never really wanted Pixie, or you won't look after Pixie. You didn't care about Pixie. And she
had
degraded.
to go at him because he had thought that, at the time he was thinking, can I look after this dog? And he was thinking maybe finding a good home for it.
Yeah.
In the end, he decided to keep the dog anyway. But she had to go at him for it. And she's like, oh, how dare you? How dare you abandon, if you had a child, would you abandon your child? Excuse me, you abandoned the puppy. You abandoned the puppy. And I'm curious if you're going to abandon your daughter now.
Yeah. It's all these things that make me think to myself, is Gypsy allegedly
Most accomplished album.
a sociopath? Because there's nobody in their right mind, honestly, that could just put their head on a pillow and have no care factor at all.
She doesn't care.
I don't understand
doesn't
that.
Care. She's never cared. She never, even in Life After Lockup, the season 1, her and Ryan visited her grandmother's grave. She never visited Dee Dee's.
No, she didn't.
Okay, let's put the thing on it. Let's say your mother wasn't the best mother, whatever. You had to get out of the situation, blah blah blah. She's still your mother. How could you not even want to visit your own mother's grave? Your mother doesn't even have a grave. The thing has, she's in someone's closet or something?
I don't know.
Her ashes are stowed away and whatever. I don't know what they've done with it. But she never cared. Every time she talks about her mother, it's always about, oh, my mother did this and this to me. And she's always blaming her mother for everything. Your mother's not here.
Gypsy, there has to be a time where you take accountability and say, okay, maybe I may not have felt that my mother was not the best mother, but look what the hell I've done to her. She didn't deserve. She will never ever deserve how she treated you.
She
if she treated you badly.
Accountability.
Yeah.
And we saw that as well, was it the last episode where she got Bree to do her dirty work?
Yeah.
She doesn't take accountability. It wasn't her fault that Ryan's, personal messages got out on the internet.
No.
No, it wasn't her fault at all.
No.
You're a load of crap. It's just a load of crap, the whole thing. She never takes accountability.
But yeah, I just wanted to address the Pat's Pajamas comment because I often thought this as well, Pat. I've never ever seen Gypsy break down.
She hasn't had a thought process at all about it.
I remember, I think it might have been in Prison Confessions, not sure, or one of them, she said that she had nightmares about her mother.
No.
Yeah.
She's never had a nightmare in her life.
No, I don't think so either.
She sleeps soundly, that girl.
Yeah. No, I agree as well.
No.
Especially when you see what she did to Ryan.
Yeah.
I know people don't
guys,
like Ryan,
Ryan.
but let's call it as it is. What she did to Ryan was horrible.
Yeah.
She made him feel like he was important to her, and she loved him, she cared for him. Then she just ups and leaves him, and then blames him, and then hates him, and then says that he's bad in bed.
All she does is pick on him and carry on about him.
Let's be honest,
He's done
guys.
nothing wrong, and you've
No.
never even said he's done anything wrong.
No.
You made your half-assed comment that apparently he scared you one time because you got
that's
angry.
right.
You had an argument, a normal argument, and apparently he reminded you of your mother. And that was the reason you had to leave.
Yeah.
What a load of rot.
Yeah, 100%.
What a load of rot.
Yeah.
And you've never really said, oh, he's hit me. He's done this. He's done that. Because he hasn't.
Yeah.
He did nothing wrong to you. All he did was worship you. And you treat him like crap. And you and your mother pick on him every 5 seconds. Why? The guy's done nothing wrong.
Exactly, 100%. I'd be very scared if I was a male involved in Gypsy's life because I know she will turn the tables.
Yeah,
she will
watch
turn
out,
the tables.
Ken.
Watch out, Ken, because if things aren't going right with you, and especially because she loves you and she wants to hold on to you for dear life, she will use anything to keep you to stay with her. So you've got to be very careful of this type of character.
She's got the baby.
Yeah, 100%.
That baby's going to be a weapon.
100%.
She'll use that baby as a weapon. She'll be like, if you leave me, Ken, I'll do something to the baby. Something like that will happen.
Yeah.
You watch, allegedly. Something like that will happen.
Or what she'll do is she'll say, I'll frame you, I'll say all these bad things about you, and
Oh,
everyone already
we
hates
know
you.
she loves to accuse people of disgusting things.
Yeah.
We know she likes to throw out, oh, he did this to me. That happened to me. She has thrown those allegations out without proof.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be surprised if
I know what
she
you're
says
talking
Ken
about.
has done something to Aurora in the future. If he ever pisses her off,
Yeah.
we can hear that coming out of her mouth. Oh, Ken did this to my baby.
100%.
You can see that's going to happen.
The interesting thing is, guys, is that I'm really happy. I saw that message that Gypsy left on her TikTok account, and I said, I'm so happy for you, Gypsy. I'm very, very happy that the baby
we're
doesn't have
happy
the
for
microdeletion.
If it's true, I don't know what to think of that.
Yeah.
I think it's sort of random that she's thrown that out there. People say she did that because of the whole, photo that got leaked, or, the AI picture, whatever it was.
Yeah.
And that she had to prove that, the baby was, I guess people were questioning if the baby looked normal or whatever in the picture.
Yeah.
So she had to be like, oh no, my baby's fine. He had it tested. Okay, fine. I mean, I don't know why you felt you needed to share that. I mean, yes, I'm happy that.
I'm really happy. Like,
Yeah,
all
if
I
it's true,
want
is
is the
it
best.
even true? Or is she lying?
100%.
I don't know what to believe.
But I'm just going to quickly put that in a little package.
Yeah,
I'm
you're
really
happy
happy. I'm very happy that the baby doesn't have microdeletion.
Yeah, well, of course, I'm happy too.
Yeah.
I don't want nothing to happen to that little
No,
baby.
none of
That's
us
an
do.
innocent little baby. No
Beautiful,
one knows.
innocent little baby.
Gypsy's saying, oh, you wish ill, you wish my daughter to be unalive. No one wishes your daughter to be unalive.
No one does.
Everyone
Gypsy.
is concerned about that baby, and it's your fault that we are concerned.
Yeah, 100%.
No one wants that baby to be harmed at all.
No.
At all. Of course not. So I hope it is true, the post. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I don't know what to
The
think.
funny thing is that Gypsy took all the pictures of baby Aurora away on TikTok.
Yeah.
Then she puts out that comment, and then all the
Because she
pictures
got some
are all back.
positivity, they're
Yeah,
back again.
all Aurora's pictures are back now on
Yeah.
TikTok.
Yeah.
It's really hard to understand
She's
Gypsy.
very impulsive.
Yeah.
She gets a little flack for something, so she's like, oh, I better back off. But then as soon as she gets a bit of positivity, oh, she's back on again.
She would love
yeah.
to get so much positivity and then throw people under the bus and say,
Yeah.
if you're going to say that about me, I'm going to tell my
Oh, that's
9
what she
million
wants.
audience.
That's
Yeah.
what she wants.
Yeah. At the moment, she's playing the nice card. She's playing the nice card. She's trying to get people to like her. That's the truth. That's what she's trying to do. And now she's also saying, I'm going to try anything. I'm going to, do these exercises. I'm going to do the splits on the floor. Like there's all this different random. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. She's doing all sorts of things to try and be something that she's not.
100%. And then we have Mother's Day approaching. And we saw our last Mother's Day video that we made. That was a year ago.
Well, I'm curious what she's going to do this year. Because
that
last
was-
year she basically just said, I'll think what I want about my mother. She was whatever. Well, I'm going to thank Christy and Ken's mum. That's who she thanked. She didn't give a shit about the woman that she unalived.
100%. And she was very abrupt and rude.
She was
very
very
rude in that video.
You could tell I don't care. I don't care. Whatever she said.
Yeah.
I blocked my comments because I don't want to hear it. Well, deal with it.
Yeah.
You're going to hear it. We're going to put the videos out and make you hear it.
Yeah, so thanks for that comment, Pat's Pajamas. I want to know what you guys think. Do you feel that there's any remorse inside of Gypsy about unaliving her mother? Like any?
No.
Or do you honestly feel that Gypsy thinks she is the victim, or she's convinced herself enough that she is the victim?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it has to be. She's had to convince
100%
herself.
She thinks she's a victim.
Yeah, she does. I know.
She does.
But I wanna
She
know
thinks
your
she's a
thoughts,
victim with
though.
Ryan.
Yeah.
She thinks she's a victim in any situation.
100%.
She thinks she's a victim right now that we are calling her out on her behaviour.
Yeah.
But it's our fault.
Yeah,
It's our fault that we're
Yeah.
calling you out on your behaviour. Poor Gypsy.
100%.
Sarcasm. Insert sarcasm.
Yeah.
Just what the hell?
She makes me laugh. You make me laugh, Marzi. You really do. Anyways, guys, have a great day and take it easy. And if it's easy, always take it home.
Unless it's Gypsy.